Hey guys, my name is David from Stryker Studios, and I'm going to be teaching you today how to import and export tempo maps from Logic Pro X. These tempo maps can be used within Logic, or they can be imported in any other DAWs or DAWs, such as Reaper or Keybase. So yeah, let's jump right into it. So right here, this is Logic. This is just a empty project basically, but I do have different tempo maps here. You can see different tempo changes, and if we zoom in here, you can see a gradual change over a bar. This project just has a bunch of different tempo changes. So to get started, you're going to need to make a new software instrument by clicking the plus sign and going to software instrument. And then you're going to have to take your pencil tool, and this can be selected by either pressing T on your keyboard and selecting pencil tool, or going up here and selecting pencil tool for either the primary mouse button or the secondary mouse button. It doesn't really matter. And you're going to create a MIDI instance, and then you're going to stretch it over the whole time frame. All right. And then after this, you have to make a MIDI note inside the MIDI instance, but it doesn't really have to play anything. As you can see, I have no instrument selected. It's just a MIDI note. It's just there for to reference back to the tempo. So to do this, all you have to do is double click on the MIDI track. It'll take you to the piano roll, and again with the pencil tool selected, you make a MIDI note. Doesn't matter where. It can be, it can be anywhere really, but it just has to be there. And so after that, that's pretty much it. Now to export this, you have to select the region that you want to export. And so what I did was up in Logic, there's this little thing that you can select, and you can modify it to how long you want it, or how much you want it to select, sorry. And so I'm just going to select the whole project because I'm exporting the whole tempo. And so after that, you go to File. Instead of bouncing like you would normally do, you go to Export, and you export the selection as a MIDI file. And you're just going to give it a name. And I'm going to put tempo map. I'm going to save it. And if we check the desktop where I saved it, there it is right there. Now to import it, let me just close out of this. Close. Don't save. We're just gonna, instead of making a new project and just dragging it in and importing, you actually have to go to Logic and go to Open, and you actually have to open the MIDI file. So we're gonna open the MIDI file in Logic, and as you see, it just made this little 1-bar thing, which is okay. What you're gonna need to do is stretch this out to however many bars you needed. I think it was somewhere in the hundreds. But if we take a look at the tempo map, there it is. There's a whole tempo map. Let's just stretch this out more. And yeah, there's the whole tempo map right there with all the changes and the gradual changes right there. If we look here, it's 140, and when we go into the 200 zone, it changes to 200, and then there's the gradual change right there. If we monitor that right there. And so yeah, that's how you import and export in Logic. Now at the same time, this can be used in other DAWs such as Reaper. So I'm going to show you that it does work in another DAW. So I'm going to quickly pull up Reaper real quick. All right, and in Reaper, you go to Insert, Media File, and then you click the tempo, and you import the MIDI tempo starting at 1/1, or wherever you want to have it. Now, I'm not that familiar with Reaper, so forgive me here. But up here, you can see the tempo changes right there. You can see them right there. And I believe if you go to, what is it, view, the tempo envelope, you can see the tempo changes have been imported and they're right there. I believe if I can zoom out, yeah, you can see all the tempo changes. And so it's essentially more or less the same thing for other DAWs. I do not have Cubase or Pro Tools to show you that, but if you just, the basic idea is just to import the MIDI file, and the MIDI file has the tempo map stored onto it. That's why we made a MIDI instance here, because it stores the information on it. All right, that's pretty much it. That's how you export and import tempo maps from Logic, and how you can use them in other DAWs as well to help with different projects. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you comment, rate, and subscribe. And also go check out our Facebook page for rates and stuff, because we are doing mixing and mastering and that kind of stuff now. Yeah, that's it. See you later.